I think in the past year, professional and personal relationships have really expanded in connectivity in a way that maybe I didn't realize leading into this year, all the chaos and craziness that it presented, but it really forced us to think differently. It forced us to create a new way of thinking, whether it be pulling together my entire family for a Zoom after all of us hadn't seen each other for several months. I had all my aunts and uncles on a Zoom, and I had to run it like a business meeting. Because we all talk at one time. All of us present everything that's on our mind coming out all at one time. And so instead, I kind of went person by person, box by box, and had this family get together on a Zoom where I was the MC, and we had a phenomenal time. Everybody talked. Everybody got a chance to present something, and when I say present, maybe it was just showing their kids and the growth or the bad haircuts that we all had. It wasn't really a problem for me, but for a lot of the family members, it was a really, really big issue, right? And last year we had my sister's 40th birthday, and we did it in the backyard, outside, in a totally different environment, socially distanced, while my wife put together a video of all their friends that they had grown up with through the last 25 years, and it was amazing. It wasn't like having a super party with all your best friends around you, but it was the next best thing. Thinking differently, personally, allowed us to have connections with people that we hadn't really connected with at that level in a while. Professionally, I think it did amazing things. I've talked about this before with my team, but professionally, I felt like we were disconnected when the team wasn't coming into the office every day the way they always had. And I even felt a little bit of a loss of control when we started to talk about people working from home more, even when they could come back into the office. But here's what it really did. It forced us to have a meeting. It forced us to have a connectivity point. Every single Monday we get together and we have what we call coffee talk or water cooler talk. And we just want to learn about what's going on in the world. What happened over the weekend? What funny things did you and your spouse go through? What are some of the stories that happened over the weekend with your kids? Where did you fail? What was the funniest thing that happened? What was the greatest accomplishment or achievement? Whatever it is, our team has become closer. They actually professionally have built better connectivity. There's been a wave of trust that comes over our entire team. Trust is built by actually being an intentional leader and being relatable, understanding what's going on, empathizing with what's going on, but actually caring about what everybody's saying. It's very easy on a Monday morning at 9 o'clock in the morning to say we should all be getting to work immediately. But the reality is, if it's 30 minutes, it's 45 minutes, or it's 52 minutes, that investment in our team is worth way more than anything we could accomplish in that 45 to 52 minutes. The other thing that I've seen is I've seen the connectivity of the generational change of how we communicate. I never thought I'd have 80-year-old clients that are doing Zooms with me, but if it's the only way you see your grandchildren, you learn pretty darn quick that Zoom is an outlet for you. And when you are 80, 90, or whatever your age, it doesn't matter, because family and priorities are lifted to a new level and you learn something new. See, we're always forced to learn something significantly new when we're faced with adversity. And it's really easy for my parents, our grandparents, our great-grandparents, whoever it is that you're communicating with, to learn something new. Now, yes, many of the videos were from here up or down, or you only got the forehead on a couple of them, and we will never forget some of those moments, and we may never get them back. But the connectivity, the strength of our relationships, the ability for us to build something in a year where all these challenges presented themselves, and most people lifted themselves up, learned something new, reached out, as AT&T used to say, and touched someone in a different way, whether it be through the computer and technology, whether it be a quick text, or it was actually a phone call. The old phone calls that people actually used to do. Imagine calling your teenager today and they actually answer on the first ring. I used to answer the phone every time someone called. We couldn't wait to know who it was. Now you get to screen every call, right? But how much more did you look forward to those phone calls coming through when you weren't able to see everybody, when you weren't able to sit at a restaurant across from your best friends, your family. So I'll end it like this. I can tell you this, we have Sunday night dinner at my family every single Sunday night. My mom, my dad, my sister and kids, my brother and my whole family, and we sit around the table and we talk. The conversations have been better. The connectivity has been just so much more intense, and our love for each other as a family has grown. And I think if that didn't happen to you personally and professionally, I'd be shocked, because the last year put things in perspective.